Man, Airbud must have like some great peripheral vision or like mystic powers, because when he's up to bat, his whole head is turned away from the pitcher. It's kind of like this, and he can't see anything. He just knows when the ball is thrown and when to hit it. It's amazing. Airbud's 7th inning fetch is the 4th Airbud film in the series, and this time instead of following Josh's story, we follow his little sister Andrea, as she is now in junior high and trying to find an extracurricular activity that she can excel at. Well, when all else fails, why not turn to a sport, especially when you have a dog that can play any. So it is a bit sad that Josh isn't the main protagonist in this film, as we followed him for the past 3 movies and saw him basically grow up. However, Caitlin Walsh, who plays Andrea, did a fine job. Now with the new protagonist, need a best friend with a T. Yes, Andrea's best friend is Tammy, and it's kind of like Tom's replacement. And I was actually surprised by what the writers did. They didn't make like the girl version of Tom, as Tammy like actually excels in the sport that she plays in, and she's just not as goofy as Tom, even though sometimes you do need that lovable, goofy side character. Once again, the antagonists are just a bunch of chumps who try and take Airbud, as well as the pups who are now fully grown. They grew up pretty fast. These 2 villains were more cartoonish than goofy and could have done without. In fact, this would have probably made for a better movie if the villains just weren't in it. It just shows how lazy the writers were, just rehashing the same villain in every single Airbud movie, and it's just cringe-worthy. Once again, the actor who plays Patrick is replaced, but Cynthia Stevenson, who plays Jackie Fram in the second movie, returns, and I'm very happy about that, as that character was able to get more screen time. One thing that kind of bugged me about this movie is that they try and cram this really emotional scene in at the beginning with Josh leaving for college, and it feels like it just fell flat on his face. Basically, like, Andrea's really upset, but Josh doesn't seem all too fazed. And I was expecting to be like, ugh, just right in the feels. And you kind of get a hint of that when he says goodbye to his mom, but, like, when Andrea, like, misses out on saying goodbye to him at, like, when they leave for the bus, she, like, has to race down the bus with Buddy and, like, whatever, that, I didn't really need to explain that, but they kind of tried to build up all this emotion and didn't really pay off. And like I said, I really would have expected Josh to be like a little more upset, especially with leaving Buddy behind, who he's grown up with for like many years. Maybe it was just that the way that Josh's character is, but it honestly felt like something was missing in that scene. So there are some good aspects to this movie, such as capturing the feeling of a preteen kind of being shut out from her family at times, as well as the house from the first 2 movies finally makes a return. But this movie is really just an unneeded sequel. It's kid movie fluff. You can't really recommend it unless you've watched the previous Airbud movies. So Airbud's 7th inning gets a 4.5 out of 10. Alright guys, this has been your favorite Critic 26. I just want to talk about 2 things really quickly. 1, I know I said I was going to review Straight Outta Compton next. Didn't happen. My friend kind of bailed on me, then he watched it later. He kind of snaked me out. Was very upset about that. Now I'm probably going to have to wait to watch it when it comes out on Blu-ray or VOD, unless I see it this weekend. I'm not sure right now. 2, I wasn't supposed to review the 4th Airbud film, as I do not own it. I had my Airbud Spikes Back review all written out, and I was about to film it yesterday, but I found 7th inning on YouTube, so I watched it last night, and here I am. And what I can say is that the 5th Airbud movie, after viewing this movie, it kind of affected my rating a bit, and how I felt about Airbud Spikes Back. So you'll find out how I feel about Airbud 5, Airbud Spikes Back, real soon. Probably in a few days it'll be up. Anyways, if you liked this video, please smash that like button, as well as share it to your friends, just to get my reviews out there, and subscribe while you're at it. Alright guys, this has been your favorite Critic 26. I'll see you next time. Bye.